What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be pushing my Valorant FPS to the max using the LuminApp and the LuminOS. Now, before I get into the video, if you want to check out the app we're using in this video, you can download it for free from the description. There's also a premium version for it where you get access to way more tweaks that we will be using in the video. You can also check out the OS download from the website there, our Discord, and all that good stuff. Anyway, let's go ahead and get right into the video. Alright, so to get started with the video, I want to explain what we're going to be doing today. So I'm going to be going from my regular daily build of Windows, which has a lot of my work stuff, some games, and is not fully tweaked. It's a basic debloat with a power plan and some very basic tweaks and stock BIOS, so not really tweaked at all. Just a few things I've done to kind of, make Windows a little bit lighter. So it's not completely stock, but also not full tweaks. And I went ahead and tested that on Valorant. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and go to LuminOS full, get that installed, and get some app testing done. So in order to get a full comparison, I want to look at the benchmarks before, and then we'll look at the after, and we'll do a full comparison. So here I have three benchmarks on the screen. You can see we have the Ascent stock, startup, and then the one with no startup in the stock range. So kind of describing what these are, the Ascent stock is like a custom game I did. Basically, I went into Valorant and I started a custom game on the map Ascent, and I just stood there and started a 5-minute benchmark. And then the stock one is where I went in the range, like the stock range to the bottom. I went into the range and did a FPS test and just sat there for 5 minutes as well. Weirdly enough, the range was much lower on like the low FPS. I don't know why it was so frame dropping on stock, but I didn't even move around at all. I just sat in the main place, and that's what we got. So you can see pretty decent results. I mean, I am on a high-end computer, and this is Valorant, so you can expect to see pretty good results. But we're going to go ahead and see how far we can push this today. I bet you we could push the average FPS at least a good 100, and those lows up much more. I mean, ideally, I would like to see the range at least getting like 500 in the lows. That would be nice. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. I'm going to go ahead and go over to the other build, and we'll get started on applying some of the tweaks. Alright, now we are on the other windows, ready to apply all the tweaks. So as you can see, I'm on the premium version. We have nothing applied. I could go ahead and start with presets, but I'm just going to go ahead and apply everything one by one. So first thing I'm just going to go ahead and do, because it's good to always do this, it should just be a habit, is to create a restore point before you make any big changes. We likely won't be needing it though, of course. And then let's go ahead and start with applying all of the Windows tweaks. Alright, and just like that, we've gotten all the Windows tweaks applied. I've gone ahead and skipped the Defender and updates because we are on the Lumin full, so we don't need that since Defender and updates are already fully stripped. Next, we have the cleanup. So for app debloat, there's not really going to be anything besides some stuff that's just running in the background. It's not really going to matter. I'm going to go ahead and do the service tweaks though. So we're going to disable all of these services, that way we can lower our processes. And if we see before rebooting and everything, we're at around 104 process with the app and OBS open, which is not bad at all, but that definitely can get lowered even more. And then next up, we have the scheduled tasks. We can disable these two so we have less stuff going on in the background. And then we have our device manager, which again, disable that. Now we're fully good there. And then network, let's go ahead and apply these as well. Alright, just like that, we've applied all the network tweaks as well. For the booster and game stuff, we're going to skip this for now. We'll do this after next reboot. Let's go ahead and get GPU done, and then we'll finish off with BIOS. Alright, just like that, we've gotten all of the GPU stuff applied. Now let's go ahead and export BIOS. Alright, now that we got BIOS exported, we can just go ahead and select our XMP and then do a full board tune. Now, if you are on the free version, you won't be able to do all those settings, probably just some of the top ones. And same for some of the other stuff we did. It will definitely be limited to what you can apply, but you can just apply what you can. And we're going to go ahead and import those 180. I think the recording may have lagged a bit there, but it is normal to lag a little bit when you import into BIOS, especially if you have a newer motherboard with a lot of settings. Alright, so I went ahead and restarted and then got all those BIOS settings applied and did the benchmarks. So first, before we go ahead and look at that, I'm going to throw up an on-screen now of the in-game look at it. As you can see, there is a little bit of a difference in the latency. Obviously, I don't know how accurate these in-game benchmarks actually are, so we did some tests outside of it. So we're going to take a look at those, but yeah, you could definitely see a little bit of a difference there off just the in-game tracker. Now, if we go ahead and look at the test, so the first thing we're going to look at is the stock range versus the LuminApp and OS range, and as you can see, the difference is just night and day. I mean, the 0.2 percentile drop going all the way up from 635, and like, you know, the difference is that it drops down to 146 going to stock. That's absolutely insane. We got around a 200 FPS boost on the average FPS, so that's really great. If we go ahead and look at some of the other metrics as well, we could see the 0.1 percentiles, you know, looking very similar, and yeah, just great results overall. The next test that we have to look at is going to be the Ascent stock test versus the Ascent LuminApp test. This was actually the in-game test, and this yielded pretty similar results. You can see that the 0.1s being 533, 750 for the 1%, and then 800 on the average. If I flip it back to the 0.2s, we can go ahead and see the difference here as well. Very insane difference. I mean, absolute improvement, and you can see the in-game latency improved, the FPS or cap frame improved. My latency when I played the game, like, I don't want to, you know, classify this as a benchmark, but it felt much better. The game felt very smooth and responsive when I tried out Valorant after. And yeah, I mean, I'm overall very happy with these results. This looks great for just applying an app, and obviously we could push it more if we did like a manual session with overclocks. With that, we're definitely going to be pushing over 1,000 average, even in an actual map like Ascent, because you can see we're already at 800 average, and that's me running on just BIOS settings and no overclocking at all. So, you know, with a full OC, maybe push like 5.8 gigahertz on my 1400 KF, you could be looking at around 1K FPS. You know, with RAM OC as well, that would push it a lot. But yeah, if you want to push your Valorant similar to this, you could definitely check out the LuminApp Premium. This works for really any game that you have. We support so many different games, literally thousands of games for the booster. Whether you play FPS games, you know, it could be anything from COD to Arc Raiders to Valorant, Fortnite, whatever, you name it. We'll improve the FPS for it. But yeah, definitely be sure to check out those links in the description. Check out the app. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll probably be uploading another video next weekend, so definitely comment and let me know what you guys would like to see. I want to upload some more of these types of videos for the app, and, you know, less of the exposing type of videos, so be sure to let me know. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Peace out.